So welcome back from that break. Let me take you to our earlier story where scientists at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST, are warning regular consumers of watermelon of adverse health effect from banned pesticides. Now, let's broaden this discussion and speak to an agronomist who is with the Crop Science Department, the School of Agriculture, University of Cape Coast, Dr. Kusi, who has joined us on Zoom to have this particular discussion. Doc, if you can hear me, good morning to you and thanks very much for your time. Now, how widespread is this whole practice of some farmers, not all farmers anyway, some farmers using unapproved chemicals as pesticides?
Thank you, and then thank you for inviting me for this. And in fact, if we are to give actual data, we might not be able to get it because data hasn't been put together for the whole country. But we must say that it is widespread. The little research we have done shows that almost every region in Ghana where they cultivate crops, they use a lot of chemicals. Right from land preparation to post-harvest handling, they use a lot of chemicals. And some of them are banned. The others that are not banned, the way they use it is sometimes very critical.
Well, Doc, but if they are banned, for example, if we are sticking to those that are banned, for example, DDT, I remember it was banned in the 90s, if I'm right. Why are we still having these banned chemicals on the market?
This is a huge question, and all of us need to find answers to. I think in 2001, there was a research we did, and we realized that farmers we interviewed in Accra and some parts of Kumasi were using lindane or DDT. And when you ask them where they got it from, in fact, most of them didn't want to tell you because they knew that that chemical was banned. You ask them why they were using it, I think the answers they were giving were that when they use the chemicals in agro shops, it doesn't work for them. But the DDT, the lindane, works perfectly for them. But most of them smuggle it through the borders from Ivory Coast to Burkina Faso to the borders of Ghana. People smuggle these chemicals in there. There are some chemicals that are being sold at the agro shops, and sometimes you realize that if you read on the ingredients over there, you realize that why is the person in charge or the authority in charge, whether it is FDA, it is whoever is supposed to be checking, is not checking. Why are they there? Why are we using it? This is something that we must take a critical look at because let me give you an example. If you have some time, let me give you an example. We went to some farmers to interview them, and we realized that the farmer was a cabbage farmer, and his produce were looking so nice, so beautiful. We asked, why are your produce like that? But the nearby farms are having challenges. He said that somebody recommended a chemical for him. He said, okay, can you bring the chemical for us so that we can also recommend for other farmers to use? When he got it, it was Cocoa Akate Master. Cocoa Akate Master on cabbage, which is sometimes eaten raw in salad. And this farmer is using it. Those who are pharmaceutical, those who prepare drugs for us to buy in drugstores and pharmacies, they are checked. Sometimes you see FDA and other authorities going there to check. My question is, when the farmer produces these crops, who checks it? Who will check it at the market, even at the farm? Nobody checks. So we are eating things we are not aware of. If you realize so many diseases that are relating to food poisoning are high these days, and mostly because of these chemicals that are used at the production level. So it is very critical that whoever is in charge, whether it's FDA or MOFA or whoever, we should put our foot down and then say that no, this is what we want to do as a nation. Other than that, before you realize, everybody is getting sick, and we are reducing the number because of what we are eating.
All right. There's more I would want to discuss with you. I'm sure we can have a broader discussion on this because, like you say, it's widespread, and that should put some fear in all of us. Thank you very much for your time. We'll still come back to you at an appropriate time for us to have a broader discussion. That's Dr. Kosi, who is with the School of Agriculture, University of Cape Coast.